you were never meant to stay. Not in the room, not in the name, not in the shape you wore for a time. Each place dissolves behind you as you leave it. A chalk sketch washed by sudden rain, a kiss recalled too late to prove it ever happened. You collect transients like souvenirs, bus transfers, blisters, half-formed goodbyes you practice in your sleep. No one remembers you leaving, only that you were once there, like a shadow caught in a photo or a coat left on a hook too long. Every door you step through shifts behind you, becoming a wall. And you keep walking, as if direction still matters, as if the world ahead might hold still just long enough to recognize your name, which is how you manage to wander your way into the minus world. Episode 4: Wanderings.
Don't stray from the path. Don't stray from the path. Travelers, be wise and heed this refrain. Don't stray from the path or court needless pain, lest you may stumble into lands unknown, lands of the Fae, where shadows are grown, the mechanical lands with gears that grind, the underlands deep, where no light you'll find, borderlands wild, the land of the gun, a dark highway's call, where none can outrun. A fluorescent neon maze beckons you near, a motel owned by hornets, breeding fear. Each turn you take leads farther from grace. Don't stray from the path. Keep that steadfast pace. But should you wander and slip from the way, through the haunted, the muck, the frozen, the grey, remember these words, a map for your soul, to get back on the path and reach your true goal. Remember your name. Hold your mother's face dear. Say your name aloud. Let your voice ring clear. Stay on the path, in the light. Don't falter. Follow no temptation. Don't let your steps alter. Keep one foot grounded. Flee not in haste. Stay true to the path. There's no time to waste. Your cards of divination may tease and beguile, but don't stray from the path. Walk each measured mile. The path divided, a fork in the way. 2 roads before you, but only one true to play. One road's allure, with scent sweet and fair, the other's the path, though barren and bare. The first is a trail to lands of enchantment, but heed my firm warning. Avoid such attachment, for though it may glitter with jewels and gold, it leads to the underlands dark and so cold. The other is humble with gravel and stone, a path unadorned, yet it leads you back home. Temptations may pull you, may tug at your heart, but stay on the path. Don't let your feet depart. A voice from the shadows may whisper your name, a siren's soft call, a mysterious flame. Remember your mother, the love in her eyes. Don't stray from the path. Don't fall for the lies. Say your name loud. Let your voice be your guide. Keep one foot grounded. Let reason preside. The path divided, but only one road is wise. Stay true to the path. Don't believe the disguise. Should you wander the dark, the mechanical, the deep, remember these words and the promises keep. Hear the buzz of the hornets, the glow of the maze, but don't stray from the path. Don't be led by the days. Stay in the light. Follow no fleeting whim. The path may be long, and the way may be grim, but the true road will lead you to safety and rest. Stay on the path, dear traveller, it's best.
Gordy and the Roman bus. Gordy always said he wasn't much for wheels. Too many potholes, too many flat tires, too much of the same grind down the same old roads. So he built himself something better, something strange. A VW bus with no wheels, just legs like a steel spider stretching across the wet streets of Vancouver. The bus clanked and whirred, a creature of metal and dreams, hydraulic arms swaying like pendulums at a dance, walking past skyscrapers that loomed like curious giants through neighborhoods stitched together with rain. The city watched Gordy's machine with eyes wide and grinning, wondering what a man with a bus like that might do next. Gordy had a plan, though no one knew it but him, to navigate the city like a maze with no exit, to feel the pulse of the place with every mechanical step. He rode high in the driver's seat, peering through foggy glass, seeing Vancouver like a map that kept unfolding, every street a line, every corner a question. He took it slow through Gastown, the steam clock hissing, the bus's legs tapping out a rhythm on cobblestone paths. He waved to the tourists, their phones held high, capturing the sight of a bus that didn't care for asphalt, but preferred the old stones, the cracks, the uneven places where things could still surprise you. He turned onto Granville, the neon lights splashing against the rain-slicked pavement, a carnival of reflections. The bus's arms reached out, swatting at low-hanging signs, playing with the city's decor like a child at recess. Gordy laughed, a sound lost in the hum of engines and horns, and thought, this is what driving should feel like. Not a chore, but a dance, a little bit wild, a little bit free. Up to Main Street he climbed, where the coffee shops and vintage stores lean in close, like gossiping neighbors. The bus bent low to peek in the windows, its headlights casting beams into cozy rooms where people paused mid-sip to stare back, wondering if they'd just seen some waking dream or if reality had simply grown stranger. When Gordy stopped near Stanley Park, the trees bent with rain, he let the bus settle, legs folding with a creak and a sigh. The bus looked almost tired, almost content, like a creature finding its rest in the heart of the green. Gordy climbed down and stretched his own limbs, looked out over the city with eyes that understood the need to wander, to move, to never quite settle. He patted the side of his walking bus, felt the warmth of the metal, the hum of the gears. Good run today, he murmured, as if to a friend, knowing tomorrow they'd be out again, navigating the city that flowed like a river around them, beneath them, forever unknown. In the couve, Gordy found his rhythm, his route, with a bus that walked like a stray searching for home, a metal beast in a concrete jungle, with a driver who smiled at every turn, knowing that the journey was all that mattered and the roads were just ideas waiting to be rewritten.
The Blade of Stars. Through galaxies she flees, the cosmic winds at her back, stars bending to her will, and the darkness whispering her name. Her eyes glowing with the fire of 1,000 worlds, cut through the void as sharp as her dagger, a weapon forged in ancient crimes, in forgotten wars, in the screams of the gods who fell before her. They are behind her now, those twisted shadows, those darkened agents of the old ones, chasing her through the fabric of reality itself, their forms monstrous and shifting. Tentacles of shadow, eyes that burn with madness, claws that tear through dimensions as if they were paper. But she does not falter. She does not fear, for she is no ordinary woman. She is the blade that cut the chains, the one who danced with chaos and left it wanting more. Each world she passes, a flicker of light in her wake, a dying sun or a rising moon, caught in the swirl of her escape. The laws of time and space bend for her. The stars curve and twist, as if they too are complicit in her flight, as if they remember her. The femme fatale, the one who never stays, the one who has sinned against the cosmos, but walks as if she owns it. And the old ones, they hunger for her. They remember the crimes she committed, the world she burned, the ancient oaths broken like brittle bones. They howl in the void, their monstrous forms rising from the edges of existence, reaching, always reaching. But she is too fast, too cunning, too wild to be caught. She slips between dimensions as if they were mere doorways, her laughter trailing behind her like smoke. Each leap, a gamble with the universe. But she has always known how to play, how to turn the odds in her favor, how to cheat death with a smile. Once they say she was mortal, flesh and blood, heart and soul. Once she loved. And her love was like the dawn, rising in a world that had forgotten light. But that was long ago, before the old ones took everything from her, before the betrayal, before the blood ran like rivers, and she swore her vengeance with a dagger carved from the bones of gods. Now she is something else, a storm in human form, a demon who moves between stars. Her dress, woven from the threads of fate, flows like water, and her dagger gleams with the light of dying suns. She is hunted, but she is also the hunter. And each time they draw close, each time the eldritch shadows reach for her, she spins, strikes, and leaves another scar across the face of infinity. They will never stop. The old ones have no rest, no mercy. Only the endless hunger to see her fall, to bring her to her knees before the altars of the forgotten. But they do not know her heart. They do not know the fire that burns inside her. The secret song of rebellion. She sings beneath her breath. She has crossed too many worlds to be caged by their shadows. She has danced on the edge of black holes and kissed the lips of chaos. She has fought wars in the silence of space and carved her name into the bones of the universe. And still she stands. The agents of the old ones scream in frustration, their tendrils snaking through the stars, their twisted forms warping the skies. But she, the femme fatale, merely smiles. For each step she takes, each breath she draws, is another victory, another world they will never take. Her eyes, glowing with defiance, turn toward the endless horizon, toward the stars that call her home. She is hunted. Yes, but she is also free. And as long as she holds the dagger, as long as she walks the stars, no force, not even the old ones, can claim her.
A traveler. As a traveler, I find myself on a strange path, one that unfolds infinitely before and behind me. I am writing this to you now, but as you read, it is actually me telling my own tale, recounting my journey within a recursive narrative. One day, you step off a plane in a new city, heart throbbing with anticipation, the scent of spice, the tangle of tongues, the music drifting in the distance. You reach for your journal, only to find you're writing not in your voice, but mine, my story. Yet you're living it. You pass into a village nestled between rolling hills. Strangers greet you like family. There is a feast, firelight, laughter curling like smoke into the stars. You write it down, but the words come from me. Still, the moment belongs to you, doesn't it? You, or is it me, continue wandering, crossing borders, living out a story told in someone else's hand. The pen is mine, the voice is mine, but the life is yours. One day, you pause. You realize the journal is filled with my thoughts, my phrases, my cadence. Yet the memories, the taste of food, the heat of sun, the ache of distance are yours. A contradiction, but one you cannot resolve. You look into a mirror, and it is me who stares back. Your face, my eyes, my story, your breath. Each step you take, each word you write pulls us deeper into the spiral. The path begins to loop, cities and names blurring into sameness. You reach for the journal, my journal, but the letters writhe and shimmer. My words twist your thoughts, coiling tight around your sense of self. Are you living your life, or are you a character in mine? As a traveler, I watch you vanish into the paradox. You read my story, but I've written your descent. Now we are entwined, forever spiraling, forever unraveling. My narrative, your journey, our madness. The cycle begins anew.
You move like a rumor, barely tethered, half believed. Each footstep lands a fraction to the left of where you meant to go. The maps blur, the roads forget themselves. Signs point inward, then vanish like breath on glass. You pass through layers, skin, memory. Cities that never quite finish loading. Time curls at the edges like old film left in the sun. Familiar faces look through you as if you were scenery they almost recognize. Still, you walk. Because walking is what remains when everything else has shifted too far to hold. The light changes again. You feel it. That sudden, improbable stillness. A pause where your outline fits the shape of the world again. As you travel across the boundaries of the minus world, you are home again. For now.